Yo, what it is, gang? I say, yo, what it is, gang? It's KK on the check-in. Fuck KK's Corner. One more time, man, just because y'all know KK's Corner is a part of the one and only Revolt Podcast Network. Shout out to my Revolt family, know what I'm saying?
Pop it.
It's KK on the check-in. Fuck KK's Corner.
It's over.
Atlanta, what it do? Look, man, as y'all know, before I introduce my guests and we get into this lit-ass episode, I got to start every episode of KK's Corner with a story time. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. The devil tried to take a young nigga out this week. He tried to take a young... Wavy, I gotta tell her, folks.
This nigga here,
They tried to take a young nigga out, y'all. So as y'all know, I'm still trying to get rich. I ain't rich like y'all. I work a 9 to 5 on phone them. I'm still out here trying to get it, right? Yeah. So I'm at work or whatever, you feel me? Just doing my little due diligence, trying to get my little money to put it in brand. Okay. Why the hell I pull up to a stop sign, stop the car, drive the car, out of nowhere I'm getting hit.
Like, out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere. Now, y'all might be thinking, damn, you finna get some money. You work for Amazon. No, nigga, I was the only one with a stop sign, so they blaming me. But I swear to God, they hit me. I don't care what nobody say. Hit me on the stand, fuck, nigga. I just had to tell y'all that story because, like, y'all got to let us know in the chat. Drop below in the comments if you tuned in live or if you watching this, listening back to it. Let us know. Drop below. Tell us y'all craziest car story. Like, I know y'all done had an accident. Something crazy done happened, bro.
And they said it was your fault, but
it wasn't your fault. Let us know, y'all.
Let us know what that...
Because I just feel like that shit was so crazy. I'm like, nah. Like, the nigga really gave me a ticket. I'm nah, twin. This ain't right, folks.
That's okay, man.
This ain't right.
Real niggas fuck up.
Yeah, real niggas go through it too, folks. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and get into my guest of the day, man. I'm so excited to introduce my motherfucking brother. He's a event coordinator, a DJ, a artist, a songwriter, a producer. Dre TL, official DJ. GSU DJ. We got the one and only DJ WAVY.
Yeah, man. DJ WAVY H20, what you talking about? We are in the building, man.
Yeah, pop it, twin. Pick your mic up so you can pop it to him,
man, I'm here, bro.
Yeah,
we outside. It's your boy, WAVY H20. Thank you so much for having me, dog. I am here. Representing Wavy's Diner, Rockland One Radio. You see the brand, we out there.
Yeah, y'all see him, folks. Y'all see him.
Just having fun, bro. This is a work day, man. KK kinda, we try to get something going right now.
Facts.
It's cool though, bro. I'm here. I'm excited.
Yeah. We in this bitch. So look, gang, I gotta start off with 3 would you rather questions. You gotta answer off the top of your head. Can't even think about it.
Let me know.
On phone, there's so many cameras on us. We got the YouTube cameras. We got the stream camera, the YouTube live on photo. All right, so look, would you accidentally leak your DMs or leak your camera roll to the public?
Leak my DMs.
Oh shit.
Because my DMs are very much like, hey, can I get this song spent?
Yeah.
Are you gonna be at this club?
So that camera roll treacherous. That camera roll treacherous.
No, it's not treacherous. It's just like I got spots in different houses that
up and
down.
Yeah, you got the.
I don't got no hoes. You know what I'm saying? No hoes.
Oh, photo. All right. Look, would you rather date somebody who always in a club or never leave the house? I mean, never leave the house.
Date somebody that really, preferential wise.
Yeah.
Damn, never leave the club or stay in the house. Cause I work in the club.
Yeah, what you thinking?
So it's like, preferentially, I don't know. If you giving me an ultimatum and there's no other choice, probably always in the house.
For real?
I would never want to put that on nobody though. Like, you gotta be in the house. Like, that's kind of like, I'm not gonna make you do that. But if it was a preferential, if it's like, okay, you always in the club, then you not making money in the club like how I am as a DJ or hosting. You just in the club spending money or getting money spent on you. I can't. That's hard, man. I'd be at the preferential wise, be at the crib, man.
Damn, he say I don't like no outside bitch. I need a homebody. First time me fucking, I told nobody. Yes, I need. That's what I said. Yup. Sit your ass down.
Sit your ass down.
That's exactly what I said. Wait, one more time for the mic. Sit your ass down.
You talking about sit your ass down? No, man. I'm not policing.
Look, pull it up and adjust this part. That bitch might make it. Yeah,
it might. It's still smooth. We should be smooth. Okay.
I bet.
We get right. But yeah, man, I'm not gonna keep you police to the house though. That's kind of crazy.
I ain't keeping her police to the house. But like you said, if you don't get paid to be in the club, there's no reason you should be in the club every weekend.
All the time.
Let's talk about it. If you do not get paid to be there, you should not be there every weekend. Folks.
Like, you not a bottle girl. You not, and even that is a different kind of toss up. But like, if you're not really making money, it's like, what's the point?
Yeah. Hey, gang, I got to talk to you about this because I just seen this online. You feel what I'm saying?
Okay.
And I couldn't even believe that shit. They say it's 73,000 people in queue waiting to get Chris Brown tickets. You know, he just dropped his tour.
73,000 people.
73,000 people in queue. How you feel about that?
It's well deserved. He been popping it since he was what, 13, 12.
Yeah.
So
he
well deserved.
A real run.
And then he's you know, he got that much time worth of hits. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not like it's just gonna be a hella hours of you just sitting there listening to like maybe 2 hits in the rest of the discography. Like you listening to some real shit. I think it's worth it. You know, if you put in that much work for that long and your music is that good, you go residuals, you go your Christmas hits, you go your hits when you were 13 to 30, nigga.
Yeah,
that's a long time.
I just can't believe it's 73,000 people waiting in queue to buy the ticket. Like, y'all telling me it's 73,000 people on the website?
You got to think about it
on the website?
Bruh, you think, I feel like I'm going to be that big one day.
No, hell yeah,
so
of
like
course.
that can't even be that crazy.
Bro, but waiting to buy it though, not just purchase, like just waiting on the site.
The show is worth it.
That apparently
shit is crazy. The show is worth it. That's 73,000.
That's because they want to take them fan pictures where the niggas be lifting the pictures up.
Where they also paying $1,000.
Hey, be honest with me though.
Picture.
Be honest with me though. I ain't gonna lie.
I know where you're going with this.
You know what I'm
hurt. It would hurt, bro. I mean.
Hey, chat. How y'all feeling if y'all girl coming like that for the fan picture, chat? Y'all get a little.
It's crazy that you.
If she get lifted up and posted around, chat. How y'all? What y'all think, folks?
If your girl paid the K for that, if she paid the 1,000.
With any rapper, Chris Brown, the baby, Lil Baby, Big Baby, Super Baby, anybody.
But it's like, do Shawty get mad at me if Janae Aiko's like, we need somebody from the crowd? And she do the serenade like, now I'm the nigga that get picked.
Yeah.
She got a right to be a little bit mad about that, right?
So with them, they're like 50-50. Like, bitch, if you taking pictures with them lifting you up, I can get on that stage and let her put that thing on.
Lotto might give me the lap dance and I might not be that upset. But, you know.
So basically, you say that shit'll hurt, though.
Yeah, it'll hurt, though, man. I'm not going to be tender because, you know, the game is game. I can't trip. But
fuck that. If my hoe pay for
I am tender.
If my girl pay for the package, man, we fight. Fuck that.
Said, damn, you ain't spend a K on me.
I'm glad.
You spend it on Chris for 2 minutes.
Y'all know I graduated from the one and only, the illustrious Big Clark Atlanta in this motherfucker, man. You gotta go on here, represent your school. Pop it one time.
I am representing Georgia State, GSU, big GSU, the real GSU. What you talking about, man? We producing stars over here, man. We are.
What does that even mean, the real GSU?
Because Georgia, I got homies at Georgia Southern. We just say that on some rivalry shit. But you know, the Georgia Southern University and Georgia State University, we're in the same conference, we're in the same everything, but it's also GSU as an acronym. So we the real GSU, right? But we producing more stars, more, you know, people that you gonna really see on the TVs, doctors, people you gonna see in the surgery rooms. We producing everything in every category.
Producing everything but black culture.
Well, I mean, we trying to get. I was trying to geek it up at least as a black person at GSU. You know, at least to up the black culture, because you know CAU started in black culture.
Why not HBCU though? When you was picking out of college, like,
I was being strategic with it more on the sense of like, when I was in high school, I was understanding that wherever I was going to be at, it was going to be in the middle of the city. And I did research on the music program at Georgia State way before I went. So I was like, I want to go there because of that. Now, I was so kind of tunnel vision in school that when I found out about Georgia State and Ludacris did this grant and Burn One teaches here. And if you really do your research, a lot of people that have done like crazy things in the trap genre have done stuff at GSU. So I really wanted to go there. And then, you know, like Morehouse was up there too. I just had a bad experience. I ain't gonna lie.
At Morehouse?
Yeah.
Now we need a story time.
Okay,
now you gotta give us a story time right here on KK.
It was cool. Okay, so Morehouse homecoming, it was cool. My dad was DJing the football alum tent.
Okay.
And, you know, it was great. It was like homecoming was great. Everything was good. I think a Morehouse nigga just came over there. He was drunk. And, you know, he came out his Morehouse spiel like, you know, Morehouse men are this, that, and the third. And I was like, all right, my nigga, like, it's cool. Like, I'm 13, though. I'm good. Nigga, like, I love that you're a Morehouse guy and that's cool and shit, but it's cool. But no, you don't understand. A Morehouse. I was like, all right, nigga, back up for me. You're doing a lot. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to enjoy homecoming. You feel me, bro?
I'm a shorty. I'm not even thinking about college right now.
I'm not even thinking about college. So he just kind of rubbed me the wrong way. And, you know, just...
So look, y'all, this is KK Trivia Corner, man, where you got 10 questions, 90 seconds. You feel what I'm saying?
Okay.
We got a minute and a half on my trivia board. I got 10 questions for you. Look, Brody.
Okay.
Before you answer the question, you got to hit that buzzer. Show them what that buzzer sound like. All right, cool. And if you get it right, I'm going to say. And if you get it wrong, I'm going to say.
Okay.
You ready for the challenge?
I'm ready for the challenge.
You ready for the challenge?
I'm ready for the challenge.
All right, man. That timer is going to start after I ask the first question.
Okay.
All right. What's the name of Dirk's latest album? And you lucky that I timer counted down, folks. You lucky.
Next question.
You lucky, folks. What's the name of Dirk's latest album?
I don't know, God. I gotta pass that one.
All right. What's 15 times 4?
Okay. 25. Drop the 5. 65. I'm tripping, man.
And you gotta hit the buzzer before you answer, but no, nigga.
I got it wrong both times.
No, nigga. Hey, look. Who just dropped he a DJ, right? Who just dropped a purple tape called Perfect Storm? Purple tape, all samples.
Purple tape, Perfect Storm, man.
Hurricane Wisdom, nigga. All right. Y'all, he got to get this next one, bro. We got 40 seconds on our clock.
Okay.
Finish the song lyrics. I'm trying to run my digits up at the same time watch some crackers on. Bitch, I called you ain't picking up.
What the fuck, these hoes? Yo? Okay.
All right. How many letters spell the word stoner?
6.
We got 20 seconds on our clock. We got 20 seconds.
Okay.
What's the name of Young Thug's debut studio album? He released it in 2015. It started with a B.
Fuck.
Young Thug's debut album released in 2016. It started with a B. We got 10 seconds on our clock. Is you answering or is you skipping?
Skip.
All right. Who Cardi B baby daddy? Cardi B baby daddy.
Offset.
All right. We got through 7 of them. We got through 7 of them. It's KK to take in. This been KK Trivia Corner, man. Let's get back to the podcast.
Tell me out, man. I love being that prideful about stuff, but it's like if you're trying to get someone to come to your college, like you should.
You gotta come strong, but not too strong.
You're here with it, nigga. Georgia State was just like, hey, nigga, we can put you in this room with this people. Like, I guess I didn't get that much promotion from Morehouse or CAU to be like, we're gonna put you in these rooms. Georgia State is actively promoting, hey, if you do this, you're going to be in this movie. If you work on this class, you're going to be in the Avengers on this date.
So they hit you from a different angle.
Georgia State's going to be like, we're going to put you straight in the industry.
I see. So did you start DJing in college or before?
I started DJing in high school.
Oh, shit.
So I learned how to DJ from my dad. Shout out to my dad. While he was DJing, but it was like around like 6th grade. So when he was learning, though, he didn't want me to touch his equipment because I was little. Yeah. So he was like, nigga, the only way you're going to touch my equipment is if you set it up before I get there. Like, if you set all the connections for the cords and the speakers up and you help me do that, maybe, nigga.
I fuck with you,
Yeah, so after, like, a year of me learning signal flow for speakers through XLR cords, learning the different cords, quarter inches, all the different inserts and all of that stuff, I learned how to mix live while my dad was DJing. So if he was too crazy on his master, I would turn him back down on the mixer board that he had that was going out to the speakers because learning just simple stuff. And then
very complicated, by the way, y'all.
It's complicated, but learning the simple things that go into audio engineering, right, in a live setting. So before I learned how to before I put my hands on a DJ, I learned how to audio engineer in a live setting. And then my dad wasn't letting me DJ, so I was like, I'm gonna just produce. Fuck that, blah, blah. You know, on some kid shit, like, oh, you won't let me do that. Yeah. So I started producing as I was doing that. And then once my dad kind of saw, like, okay, you know what you're doing, you know how to hook this up. He started letting me do things at the crib. Like, okay, this is how you transition here. This is what you do here. And then I learned all of that stuff in middle school, and then I got into football. So it was like, all right, you DJing on the side a little bit for the little family parties and stuff like that, but you're really making beats and going to football practice. Yeah. So I was making beats like heavily in high school. So it went from 6th grade to 7th grade. I was really DJing. 8th grade, I started going hard on making beats. And then 11th grade, I got back into DJing a little bit. Okay. But 12th grade is when I really like turned up the switch. Like, okay, we making money. They know you're a DJ a little bit in these different areas and stuff like that. So, and then COVID came.
Damn.
So it was like, damn. Well, COVID came 11th grade year, but I was, it was a whole bunch of different
stuff. The fact that COVID came for y'all in high school is crazy.
COVID, bro, I graduated in 2021.
That's crazy.
So 2020 is when I started like pressing the gas on my producer stuff, my rapper stuff, and my DJ stuff. And then COVID came. Yeah. And basically the world was shut down. So I kind of was in like, I wasn't depressed because I was able to graduate high school because of COVID. Yeah. Like it was a lot of different stipulations that we didn't have to do. Like I didn't have to take an SAT.
Damn.
It was like a lot of different stuff.
So they just said, fuck it, COVID going, y'all just go ahead and get the
if you can, but I had to have my grades right so I could get into GSU like that. But it was a lot of different stuff. So I wasn't necessarily depressed, but I had to figure out like, oh, what am I gonna do? Like how am I gonna do that? So that like period of time I was making beats and just honing in on my skill. And then freshman year of college, I was just producing heavily. Like I was producing at every event, but they would have me as the audio guy at the event. So like learning how to do all that signal flow, like, oh, don't touch my shit, just pick up these chords.
Yeah, it connected back to that moment with your dad growing up.
Yeah, so I want to say freshman year, second semester of freshman year in college, I joined a program called NSEG. It's called the National Collegiate Entertainers Group. And they pretty much, they put me on to like how to run an event, the background of an event, what to see, like, basically how to do things, how to run an event smoothly on all aspects. Yeah. And I was the audio guy for like my freshman year. When I came in, it was almost like football because that's what I knew. So when I stopped doing football in high school, they came into that and it was like, okay, next up. Yeah. Next man up. Blah, blah, blah. So I was hooking up chords and doing all this stuff. And the second year, my sophomore year, I became the head of audio after my freshman year. I became the head of audio. And I pretty much helped coordinate a lot of stuff there, but I still was producing the engineering. Yeah. And then it became my junior year, and that's when the Insect Land Festival came, and that's when I like made my DJ debut, my DJ WAVY H20 debut. So the festival was called Insect Land, but it was basically based off of a summer internship. Okay. So we basically had to spend the whole summer setting up a show, and then like the logistics of the show was going to be tested on one day, right? Whichever the day was. And then one day was Insect Land. And they were like, all right, so are we going to go out and hire a DJ? Or are we going to go and goddamn, like, what are we going to do? And I was like, I know how to DJ.
Yeah, you like, fuck it, man, let me do it. Y'all got me playing with the chords, but I can do something else.
Yeah, like, let's save this money. Because you know how it is when you coordinate an event, pay for the venue, pay for security, pay for the food. Got to make sure niggas got water. So it's like, if you can cut costs, you can. So I was going to be the DJ for that. And I practiced for that whole summer of like just getting my cognitive skills back that I had in high school. Yeah. Getting those and sharpening that to be like, all right, I'm ready to get back.
Whole summer, this nigga like, I'm getting ready for the championship. Then it came and boom, debut. Went crazy.
Literally, debut went crazy. And then I've been going crazy ever since.
So you got to tell me, bro, what's the song that always get the crowd hype at a GSU party? Like, what's that one go-to song you know you could play? Like, because I feel like at one point in time it was Looking for the Hoes. Okay. I feel like at one point in time Looking for the Hoes was the golden turn-up party song. So what song you dropping right now that you know, no matter what crowd, where you at, GSU, Austin, Texas, South by Southwest, concert, festival, what's that one song that you know gonna do it?
I really like finding like older gems, so getting into that Miami sound of like that high pitch, like the song is Rich Baby Daddy, right?
Okay,
the song is Rich Baby Daddy, but
what y'all think? Let us know
that lane. It's either Rich Baby Daddy or Shawty Swing My Way. So every time I play that at any party, nigga, it go. Okay. And that lane of like yeeking music of like nigga that lane of music, every time I drop that lane, it's like that. I set them up with this DJ knowledge right here.
Hey, give them that free game.
If you ever been in my sets, you see this. I'll start out with Shawty Swing My Way. Yeah. And they're like, oh yeah, this is lit because it's we in Atlanta. And then it's like, that's still a hit. Yeah. So Shawty Swing My Way. And then I got Rich Baby Daddy in the queue.
Cook it up.
So I stem out everything else but the vocals, and then right when they're done with the hook, it was like, Shawty Swing My Way, been at that, oh, what? And then that shit just make the party just, oh shit. Yeah. It take you back from the old to the new, and it's still the same drums. So it's like, it makes sense. It connects in the brain. You DJs, try it in the party and see what I'm talking about. But every time I play Rich Baby Daddy or Shawty Swing My Way,
That bitch go.
Envy, that go.
So look, bro, you got to tell me, you've been DJing for a while.
Yes.
What's the messiest situation you ever witnessed while DJing?
Messiest
like
situation?
Like a couple fighting, somebody getting way too drunk, the party fighting, something going down. What's the messiest situation you seen while DJing?
Messiest situation, bro?
Yeah, I got to go right in, y'all.
It's a lot of times where we will be doing events where we'll get hired by a third party when we don't know what's going on. We're just the...
Who's the third party? The promoter?
Whether it's a promoter, the people who own the venue place, whatever, right? You'll get hired by someone else and not know what's going on in the full scheme of things, right? So if I'm just a vendor, I'm just a vendor. I'm just a DJ. I'm just getting your email to play your music. Okay. So the messiest thing that I've seen is being hired for an event and a nigga paid X amount and he did not get that money's worth of that amount. So when we do events with Rockland One or Takeoff, we make sure that the people are accommodated for what they pay for, right? Yeah. If I'm a third party, and this is why I stopped doing third party stuff. This dude came up to me and he had paid. They were saying he paid. I'm gonna just throw a number out there. I'm not gonna say what he actually paid.
He said I ain't gonna get y'all all the details.
Yeah, let's say this nigga just paid like $500 for what he wanted, right?
Yeah.
I don't know he paid $500 because I got reached out to by the building to just be the DJ for the night. Yeah. They like, yo, just take these people music. Yeah. So he comes up to me thinking that he paid me $500 to perform. And I don't know anything. He was supposed to go way earlier than anything else. So he was supposed to go way earlier for that. You feel me?
That's just the communication though. Whoever set that event up.
But that's messy though. I ain't never witnessed like someone getting like no relationship shit.
Yeah, that's like
I've only witnessed like nigga like other people playing with other people's money, and now I'm in the middle of that.
No, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. See,
that shit is messy. That's some messy shit.
Me hosting events, I done witness all type of shit. Like I done witness fights. I done witness motherfuckers being too drunk and falling out and throwing up. Like
that's not.
I done witness.
That's party shit though.
Yeah, on phone like like some wild shit. I see what you mean. Like
playing with niggas' money is messy as fuck. Don't put me in the middle of that bullshit.
I think the funniest time I seen a fight at a party was I was hosting on the stage. These niggas get to fighting on the side of the stage. I know what a DJ like. You better not say shit. Keep hosting, keep working. Cause she seen it. I had just seen it in my face. I'm like, I ain't even gonna fuck it up. I ain't even gonna fuck it up. So look, fo, I gotta get out the DJ shit for a minute, fo, right? I know you seen my boy DDG just cut his dreads. Yes. Cause he hit 40K subscribers on Twitch.
You know he probably made like half of M.
Off of that?
If you do the math.
Talk to him.
40K, everybody paying like $5.
Yeah. No, on phone so they basically paid him. They basically paid him to cut it. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
And it's smart marketing, for I feel like one thing about DDG, he always been super smart with the marketing, but he been saying this and putting it in people's face. Like, what's one thing you would sacrifice? Cause like we knew on Twitch, you feel me? We doing our thing with the content. Like on phone, then would you ever go ball for like?
For sure. Restart, because hair ain't nothing. Shout out to my granddad.
What's one thing that you can't sacrifice then? We're going to make it harder. What's one thing that you like, I don't care what happened, I can't sacrifice
my image.
Okay, that's real.
Please don't have me out here promoting like some crazy like something that just doesn't align with the image. Yeah. Like something that's mad over sexual. Like if you see me out here and Blue Chew reach out, nigga, like I don't want to sell niggas that's 22. Dick pills. Like, not to say that I'm not hating, but that's a bit much.
Hey, JD, what's to this nigga,
it's my image. I wouldn't sacrifice my image for the shit that I believe in, but that's kind of crazy. The hair is cool, though. Yeah. The hair is the image, but it's not like, that's for, because the people, it's 40,000 people that believe in me, so it's okay. I can run with them people.
He say, but all the other crazy shit, I ain't with it.
Other stuff.
So look, gang, for those who don't know, you Dre TL official DJ.
Yes.
You got to tell us, how did this come about?
INSEG again.
Yeah. Okay.
The program, they basically shot the Alpha chapter. It's not a fraternity, by the way.
That's James, that's not what it's giving. Like
it's not a fraternity, but it has connections and networking circles like a fraternity. Okay. So I came to this rooftop competition and I had to run the audio for the competition, and someone had won. Dre TL at the time, he had won something to perform at the rooftop. Yeah. And I thought he was way older than like what he actually was. We're the same age.
Yeah.
But I thought he was way older when he won the contest because everybody who performed there was like an alumni or they were part of something or they were like a senior.
Yeah.
So when he pulled up, he basically won a competition somewhere else and he performed on the rooftop. And that's when I had met him. Yeah. I was like, yo, I love your music. And ever since then, we had just been locking in. So all the events that Insect throws, Insect does competitions between schools. So we had did a competition against GGC and all of this stuff. But I was a part of like leadership in Insect basically. So he was an artist and he was trying to audition to become a CE, a certified entertainer. And I was basically there for the process of him becoming a certified entertainer. So him like not making it at first, him practicing, him staying around, and then him making it as a CE, and then competing. Some of the L's that he took, some of the W's that he took.
So y'all was down there building together.
Yeah, we were building. Like I was just there doing the audio for a lot of that process.
So the relationship was real natural.
Yeah,
it's not like
it was very natural.
DM'd each other. Let me be your DJ,
nah,
bro.
No, like we was really doing music stuff like together. He would come through. We would make like he would come to my apartment and we would make like show tracks for shows. I would put together his show tracks. So like when he would perform at Insect, oh, I need this for this. I need a show track for this. Let me come through and do that.
Cause you're well rounded, so you know how to do more than just
DJ. So it wasn't
bro.
just like I never even started out DJing with him. Like I started DJing on a whole different path, and it came full circle when Dre needed me as a DJ.
So did he ask you, or did you tell him like, bro, I don't mind? Like,
nah, he asked me.
That's hard.
He asked me. He reached back out. But even it's so crazy. Like he shout out to Dre. He's a blessing. Yeah. He done changed everybody's life around him. Seriously, even him having us there when he won, like I'm not gonna get too into details of that, but like even being there, like getting the call, like yo, pull up, blah blah, right?
Yeah,
it was awesome to see that.
Shout out to Drake TL.
Shout out to Drake TL. That's a real one right there. That's my dog. He definitely looks out.
So look, it's the top of April, right?
Yes.
You got to tell me, like, what 3 things that you learned in the first 3 months of 2025? Because I feel like the year, first of all, chat, and let's be honest, the year is rolling by quick, bro.
Super quick.
I don't know about y'all, but it feel like I blinked and we already April 1st. It was just Valentine's Day. Actually, I don't know what's going on.
Hey, I don't know, man. I think the first things that I learned, thing one is like, if you have a business or even if you're in anything, you just got into the second quarter. The first quarter of the year is done. So starting off the first quarter when you know that you're in the quarter strong, starting off the first quarter strong to go into the rest of the quarters is the first thing that I learned. So show with Dre TL, tour at South by Southwest,
pop it,
constantly promoting on the radio, pop out with Swamp Izzo, pop out with Lil Bankhead at V103, starting off the first quarter strong as hell so you can not necessarily coast but just have a good footing in the second quarter. That's the first thing. Second thing is when people make personal decisions, that has nothing to do with you. So when you're going through something, maybe with someone else or with a business or whatever the case may be, however they move has nothing to do with you, and you cannot put the world on your shoulders when the decision is made, whether it's good or it's bad. Like, oh, this is the best thing ever because they chose me. Like, no. Or, oh my goodness, like, I just got dropped from this company, or, oh, this person left me. Like, no. It's not the end all be all. That was just a decision. That had nothing to do with you. Your character had nothing to do with the decision that was, done. Even if it did, it wasn't your fault.
That boy giving free game.
Is that. And then the third thing is focus on yourself. Focus on yourself so you can pour into other things, whether it's people or your business. Because if I wasn't able to focus on Wavy, making beats and doing all this stuff, I wouldn't be able to geek it up and be available to DJ on this day or this day or this day because I wasn't putting in the work, earlier. Man. So really focusing on yourself so you can pour into what you really want to do. And then pour into others as well. So if you feel like, you the type of nigga to not clean up all the time, you gotta figure that out. Nigga. You gotta figure that out. I gotta look at all 5 of the cameras when I say that dirty ass nigga. Sometimes it be like that. Sometimes I ain't gonna lie. I've had a couple weeks where it's like, okay, that shirt's been there for a couple days.
That's such a nigga response.
But
that's such a nigga response.
But if you're trying to be with somebody, right, you have to learn, like, dude, that shirt needs to be
So
gone. So
basically, he trying to tell y'all his girls be telling him pick your shit up.
Pretty much, nigga. Like, you know, just
the walls be on you, folks.
But just learning yourself so you can pour into other stuff.
Bro, what heavy on the learning yourself game? Because I feel like everything moves so fast, and we be on a race in life. We be going here, doing that. But sometimes you do got to slow down and lock in with yourself.
Literally,
you do got to slow down and read. Y'all know what I realized, bro? What? 24 hours is a long time in a day, bro. You can get a lot of shit done depending on how you coming, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Or you could fuck yourself up and be trying to dwell for 24 hours. It just depends on how you coming, focus. You got a lot of time in your day. Hella time, bro.
You got time to read, edit, study, create content, go to class. Like, this nigga done been to class, did an interview for the Do It Set, go back to class, so photograph. So look, before we wrap it up, man, this is my last question for you. KK's Corner is a brand for influencers by influencers.
Yes.
So with us being in 2025, what do influence mean to you?
Influence means what the people see and how you're directing the people. The message that you bring to your people. Yeah. If you can curate a crowd, you are an influencer. And that there is power with that. A lot of people be like, well, I didn't mean to do this and that and the third. But like, okay, if you're on this journey, you know that you're going to influence the masses.
Yeah.
So influencing the masses are making the masses do things. Like, listen to this song.
Yeah.
Go listen to this podcast. That's influencing to me. And knowing that and having like a responsibility of like, all right, nigga, if this is
ugly, folks.
Yeah, all right, guys.
He ugly, folks.
Having the responsibility is part of influencing too. So knowing what you want to push, and if you really into that, knowing that, okay, I have to push this to everybody who's gonna watch. There's a responsibility that I have to either keep it clean or just keep it authentic. So,
and with that being said, it's KK on a check-in for KK's Corner. If y'all tuned in on Twitch or YouTube Live, shout out to y'all for tuning into the stream. If y'all tuned in on Revolt Podcast Network, shout out to y'all. It's KK on the check-in. Let's get it.
Yeah, we out the thing.
Yeah.